A lot of people didn't really understand why Dr. Charlie Perkins and the Freedom Riders came to certain areas of New South Wales. And it was because they wanted to do a survey about the living conditions of Aboriginal people on different reserves and missions. Things weren't all that great back then. Things like living under the 24/7 control of a mission manager was very unsettling for a lot of people.
With Mum, we'd walk from Burnbridge Mission to the Pitches. Okay, and then we weren't allowed to go in when the lights were on, only when the lights were out. We actually wouldn't even see the start or the end of the Pitches.
There were a lot of people scared of the police and the welfare officers, because I remember the times when some of the kids were taken away, and some of them never ever came back.
When the Freedom Riders came to Kempsey, I was 15 years of age, so it was around 1965. They had sort of done a bit of a loop throughout the state while in those places. And then I think they came back down the coast through Barrable and so on. They apparently knew about the issue of Aboriginal people being barred from the pool at Kempsey. And it wasn't just the manager of the pool that put the bar up. It was actually a council bylaw that prohibited Aboriginal people from swimming in the public pool.
There are always certain people who will object to coloured people swimming in the baths with whites. The local council, Brian, have placed certain restrictions upon the use of the pool by Aboriginals in this town. Specifically, they don't want children or adults who are unclean to swim. Is that the reason? That is the reason in this town that the Aboriginal children in the main are allowed to use the pool when they're under the supervision of their schools.
The bus drivers got all the kids together, and I was about 9 at the time, and I was one of the kids that went up and pushed that bus up that hill.
My brother and I got on it with other people, and we went to the pool. A lot of us were young then, and we thought we was going to enjoy ourselves and thing, but it's just too much discrimination.
I can remember clearly that Charlie Perkins was holding his hand up and singing out freedom to the Aboriginal people to go into the pool. And a lot of our Aboriginal kids wondering why we wasn't allowed in the pool or going into the pool. You know, we all thought it was just for everyone.
Some people didn't support the Freedom Riders coming to Kempsey at all, or to Burnbridge, saying that they were just coming there and causing trouble, and they'll end up making it really bad for us, and we'll get punished by the mission manager and things will be much worse. That was one group. And there was another group that was saying, well, we've had enough of this and we need for all of this attention to be given to the conditions that we're living under. Like, you know, people don't understand that there's some of those conditions, including having rations, not being allowed in and off the mission unless the manager said it was okay. They control things like they told you who you can marry, and if they didn't like who you wanted to marry, they would actually have that person banished from the mission. They were pretty horrific times.
I was a bit scared because I thought, you know, well, the Gundies had come along, that's the police. I'd come along and start grabbing kids who were there. As youngsters, we might be taken away, you know, end up in Kitchener Boys Home or somewhere.
The racism is still here in this town. It's not going to go away unless we do something about it.
I work with a lot of young people, and we're actually doing traditional dances and using traditional names And I'm quite happy that we're able to do that, because when I was growing up, we couldn't speak our language, we couldn't practice our culture.
My message to young fellas today, to pull together and stop racist, you know. We all just one family.